Hello my friends, I am here to discuss the amazing masterpiece known as Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan is a popular manga that was turned into an even more popular anime. Thanks to the animation quality, cinematography, pacing, and excellent voice acting, all directed by WIT Studio, this allowed the anime to reach heights seen by no other anime. Some of the scenes and animations therein are so amazing you could watch them 30 times over and still miss several frames. Thanks to the hard work of WIT Studio, Attack on Titan has been regarded as one of the best anime ever made. Unfortunately, the Attack on Titan Committee, which is the company that owns the rights to Attack on Titan's anime production, placed more and more restrictive deadlines on the anime as the seasons went by. This caused the quality to lower over time, as Season 1 animation quality was still the very best, Season 2's was great as well, and Season 3 saw a large decrease in quality, but still had many well-animated scenes to make up for it. The last season of Attack on Titan that WIT Studio produced was forced to be done in less than 1 year, which means CGI had to be implemented, and it was not good. The fandom was able to look past the CGI, because the story and the writing was so amazing and well done. This led the fans to be excited for Attack on Titan's final season. As the manga was ending relatively soon, it only made sense that the anime do the same. The biggest fear going into Season 4 was that WIT Studio did not accept the project, which means that the same studio that had been with Attack on Titan for nearly a decade was being exchanged with a new studio who had never even worked on the project. This studio is called Mappa. Mappa had gotten mixed reviews on their animation in other anime they had worked on, but this was Attack on Titan, which means that clearly they would be treating it with much care and respect in order to not upset the fans, and also to cement Attack on Titan as one of the greatest anime ever made. So then, the Season 4 trailer released. While the anime looked different than before, it did look to be of relatively decent quality. The character models looked fine, and the Titans looked excellent. It wasn't until the season premiered until the fans realized that the trailer was actually completely made up and not actual footage from each episode. You see, they made the trailer in preparation for the season, but the trailer did not use scenes from the actual season. Makes sense, right? So instead of the 2D animation scene in the trailer, we got 3D animation instead. The 3D animation far surpassed that of WIT Season 3 CGI animation, but still left much to be desired. It wasn't until Season 4 Episode 6, where we truly saw what Mappa and their CGI staff was capable of. Before we continue, I have a question. When you think of cutting-edge 3D animation, which animation studio do you think of? Pixar? DreamWorks? Maybe even Disney nowadays? Perhaps you think of video game developers, like Naughty Dog, or Santa Monica Studio. Well, think of those no longer, as Mappa Studio is clearly the best 3D animation studio in the world by a very large margin. Keep in mind, what you are seeing on the screen now was accomplished in less than 1 year, the same exact amount of time that WIT Studio had to work on their last season. The amount of detail in the CGI is just astonishing. When you compare it to other CGI, it just blows it out of the water. And here's a real surprise, we believed the CGI would only be used on Titans. Thankfully, the creative geniuses at Mappa decided that their groundbreaking CGI should not be held back and reserved only for Titans, but actual human characters as well. Look at how fluid and lifelike the CGI animation is. It's almost as if Mappa was trying to show off their CGI skills for this scene. Some fans theorize that Mappa actually used the models from the Attack on Titan video game in order to produce such high quality in such a short amount of time, but I believe that they created this all on their own. I especially love how the Titan CGI fights are animated. Some may prefer the intense, fluid, and dynamic camera work from Season 1 and 2 Titan fights, but Titans are large, heavy creatures. They would not be moving so quickly in a fight, so this is a lot more realistic and grounded. Look at the way the Warhammer Titan falls down and the way the legs are animated. I mean, it's just breathtaking. Let's not forget the main protagonist, Eren. This frame here is all that needs to be shown to cement my point. The CGI in this anime is flawless. Unfortunately, you cannot please everyone. While Wit Studio received little to no backlash for any of their work because they clearly wanted to make the highest quality possible for the fans regardless of time constraints, Mappa is receiving tons of backlash from angry fanboys online. The hate is clearly not justified in any way, shape, or form, and should be completely ignored. Clearly, this masterful animation is far beyond the scope of their understanding of animation, and their criticism should be entirely disregarded. In conclusion, I am very pleased with Mappa CGI and cannot wait to see what comes in the rest of the season. And for those of you who have issues with it, just read the manga and leave us true CGI fans to our masterpiece.